Yeah, we are back into this big area that I have. Well, it's not really a big area, but my area where I originally create my videos and stuff, I might have to make it a little bright because it's kind of dark right now and kind of chilly. But anyways, Earthgang has released their debut project. But before we get started on that, I would like to say a few things and onto why I was reviewing my albums in the kitchen. Now that little story, and I'm gonna put the timer down below where the video, well, my review will start. But anyways, I had to review in the kitchen was because there was just so many company here. Like my little brother was here. He came over, since he's still at school, I was just like, all right, you could stay, chill with me for as long as you want, man. And yeah, he was here. So I had to do my little review in the kitchen because I didn't want to wake up anyone. And if I did, then, that's my ass. It was not like a big issue for me because I really did enjoy reviewing like in the kitchen. I love reviewing period. I just love to talk about music. I enjoy music you enjoy and just music in general. Music is something that, something that can help you. Maybe you're going through a lot of things. And yeah, I'll shut the fuck up now. I do talk too fucking much. Thank you very much. This is Earthgang Mirrorland. Now, let me tell you straight off the bat, when I first went straight to the album, it has a 90s vibe. Outcast, immediately, that's what I thought about. Now, I'm not comparing the two. Both had each and every one of their aspects and represented their era. Like, of course, Outcast 90s and early 2000s and Earthgang now, but I'm just saying, like, it had that vibe, from the 90s and now. It basically will remind you of the 90s once you go straight into the album, is basically what I'm saying. It's like a better version of the Big Day, but it's when you have the expectation picture and then you have the reality picture. And that reality was the Big Day, the expectations was this album. One little small thing, there is a part of a song that they said hype beast. Fuck the hype. Man a beast. And I was like, whoa, like I know it's not I nowhere near about me, but it just kind of blew my mind and it was a great verse. I really enjoyed it. Not because it has anything to do with my name, not at all. But it was just a cool little verse and yeah, but I'm not gonna talk about so many songs in this album, but I will say one song that I had an issue with, and you guys will probably see it a little like yeah, you guys are definitely gonna see my worst tracks. And I know I'm gonna get so much hate, but it's only because it sounded like a broken record. Like it kept repeating the same exact verse over and over. And I may sound hypocritical because some good tracks like does that. Like there are some good tracks that repeat the same song, but I mean like this one was just like right off the top, and it just kept repeating. And even though the female vocalist on the track did amazing, I felt like it just didn't save the song and it kind of just stood out of the album. It wasn't what I was expecting to happen, and it just kind of just triggered me a little bit. But yeah, it's still not like it doesn't ruin anything. Like it doesn't ruin the album at all. The album overall is amazing. Those that don't know, Earthgang is part of Dreamville, which is my favorite label, one of my favorite labels, alongside with Def Jam and of course Monster Cat, which is my favorite label of all time. You guys may not know Monster Cat, but if you are interested, I will maybe have a video in the future. Maybe just 5 likes is all I want, and I'll tell you guys that no problem. Definitely will tell you that. As J. Cole being one of my favorite rappers of this generation, I'd say Dreamville is by far one of the best labels. If not, then just they're just incredible overall. I really like everyone that participates into this project and like everyone that's in Dreamville. Period. Speaking about participating, one of the features was T Pain, and I immediately had a 2007 and 2008 vibe because growing up, I did really enjoy T Pain's music, Sean Kingston, Jay Holiday, and having T Pain in this album. I don't care how good or bad it was. I just knew I was up for something, and it just blew my mind how he still has that exact auto tune is, even though it is auto tune. But come on, T Pain like carried that, and like Not a bad way, like I mean, saying the song was bad because it wasn't bad at all. It was actually a pretty solid track. But I just love T Pain's part, and it kind of carried. He kind of carried the track. And having 14 tracks like in, I immediately just gave it a point because, like, as I mentioned, you guys know this by now. If an album for me is up to, like, if it's less than 17 tracks, then that's good. But if it's not, then I'm gonna have to take a point off because I don't like how albums are long. It just makes me seem so bored and tired, and it's just like so much. Now, some album is fair enough because we have the college dropout and we have Take Care, but those were entertaining albums. Now, if it's that entertaining, then I will add a point, and it's because, like, hey, at the end of the day, it is an incredible album. I really hope you guys are able to listen to this because I had fun like listening to it, and a huge different and at the same time sort of same how you could relate as they talk about their lifestyle, the things they have done or been through. Just in general, they're representing how their life was. They're confident, very consistent, and how they're just arranging and aspects of this whole entire album and what it really comes to with one thing just builds together. Overall, I give this a better version of the Big Day 8 out of 10. Yes, it's probably gonna be long and it's probably gonna be like a tight. I'm gonna have to space out, but yeah. How do you guys feel about Earthgang's debut album? Is LP length? I'm going to put it down below. I'm not gonna put the track list names because, well, they didn't do it, so why waste my time doing it, you know? But maybe if I do get up there eventually, then I will start like taking it more serious. Right now, I'm just doing this for fun and doing it for you guys because you guys make me do it, and I can't thank you guys enough. But yeah, how do you guys feel? Want an album review for me? Like for me to review, then I will definitely do that for you. You know, it one thing about me, I repeat, I do not review albums that maybe fans make music and come to me, or if it's like some guy that's not even one of my subscriptions come to me and say review this album. I'm definitely not gonna review those things because it's not, I don't want to, and it is part of my job, but part of my job is to review music that's out there that people know. Not to be one of those guys or assholes that review albums just for the views. That's just not me at all. But I'm just saying, if you're already out there, then I'm definitely gonna review it because, well, you know, you're doing things like I want you guys to succeed. Don't get me wrong, I definitely do, and that's one of the most important things. You know, if no one's being successful, then what is the point? You know. But yeah, just keep doing your thing. Don't let me stop you from doing what you want to do or making the music you want. If you make music, then you should definitely continue it because you never know where things will take you. Look, for example, Young Boy again. I don't listen to this music or Lil Taka, but they're both young and look, they blown up already. Pause. But they're doing big things right now, and that's a perfect example of you should keep going no matter what because you never know if you start off young or old. Jordan Lucas is already in his 30s and he's from this generation. So, yeah, that's a perfect example of that. But, anyways, I'll talk too much. Let me know what you guys think. Also, I usually never say this, but subscribe and peace.